Hi everybody, what's up? Main man Mickey. Tricky Dicky Mickey. They call me Tricky Mickey, Quick Mick. I used to leapfrog the center and sack the quarterback. Or shoot the gap. I'm not even gonna. I was thinking how some of the plays my father wrote had some little innuendo undertones in there. End around. Shoot the gap. You know, this kind of shit, you know. Anyways, I want to say a couple things. It's pretty serious things. Well, I want to say that the two twins that basically terrorized me my whole life. One of them was like a prophetess, you know. She told me everything she told me came true, and I intentionally do things she told me not to, just to prove her wrong. And every time I got the exact result she said was going to happen. I'm like, okay, well, no, I can't fight it, you know. So she said, don't do it, then I shouldn't do it, you know. So, yeah. So anyways, okay, well, she's not really a prophetess. She just went back and forth at time. And she knows other people that go back and forth at time, too. So, you know, if she doesn't go there, or she's asked, what happened to so-and-so? Oh, yeah, somebody finally goes and rescues them over there. And they go wherever we're going to go. I mean, I got an agenda where I want to go. I want to go to Russia. I want to go to North Korea. I want to go to see the Muslim people. I want to go to Saudi Arabia. I want to go to, like, go see the Yazidi people and stuff in Iraq. I want to go to Iraq. I want to go to Amsterdam. I want to go to Saqqara. I want to go to Saqqara and look around. I want to go to Egypt. Yeah, well, I think that's the same place. I want to go to. There's a lot of ruins like Turkey. I want to go to Turkey. Some of it looks like bullshit. I want to go to Iona. Go see what the fuck. Iona's a bunch of bullshit, anyways. You know, graveyard looks fake. You know, the graveyard has extra graves put in it. There's no body there. You can tell they're just put in there. You know, the stones aren't the same age. You know, that graveyard looks completely bogus to me. Not completely bogus, but yeah, there's some added in bogusness in there. And all those buildings, we didn't build that shit. That's the enemy built that. Our village where we live, that's not where we lived. You got a couple buildings there, yeah. But no, we had our own, village, and it's all buried. They burned it, blew it up, burnt it down, and buried it, you know. Where we really stayed. That's all buried. Like someone just lit it on fire and just burned the shit down and buried it. That's, it's still on the island, I think. Yeah, it's not where all the fancy buildings are now. That building is a scorch with the stork holding the baby. That's scorch. The whole building is scorch. So we're not going to scorch ourselves. Okay, so what was I going to say? I was going to say that she told me this. Now this is. I've been thinking about this now. Everything she said, got in the memory banks, And when a life event happens that triggers that memory, then I was like, wow, it's right again. Anyways, so she told me I'm going to cure all diseases. Well, I already explained what the plague is. Okay, so I already warned you about that. I already explained all that. So you didn't listen. You're not interested in my testimony. Then, what else can I do? Okay, you got conjoining parasites. Do you understand? calcium, no seums. It's already in our body. You got Candida auris, which is in all drugs, and probably put it in the food too, who knows. Candida auris. Everyone who's watching this, most likely, you all got the plague. Okay, I don't know what the CDC is waiting for. I guess one day they're just going to come out and say everyone's got the plague and we're going to quarantine everybody or whatever. So I don't know what they're waiting for, but be prepared, because the day's going to come and CDC is going to go around and start rounding everybody up and probably kill us. Yeah. Because why, you know? Well, if they don't go around and round everybody up and quarantine us or kill us, or I don't know. There's probably no cure. I don't know if there's a cure. Well, it would be a cure for cholesterol, because that's what it is. It feeds on cholesterol. You know, it's type of bread from cholesterol, or whatever the fuck cholesterol is. So, like something that fights against gout or cholesterol might, you know. And then there's also, as far as the Bentitum coli, which comes from the pig feces, that's the other one. That can be battled with corn husks. You make a medicine out of corn husks and buckwheat plant husks or something like that. The husks, they killed the parasite. They ate some of it and died. So that's proof it works. Now, don't forget the parasites are like, they're half biological, half nanobot. They're not, so, could have been some really smart scientists who became aware of this information and programmed the little parasite bug that's in our worm that's in our body, bug or worm, whatever you want to call it, to not be susceptible to the husks. I don't know. I would imagine so, because, obviously, if you're engineering plagues and shit, probably a pretty smart cookie. Alright, so, anyways. So, she told me I'm going to cure all disease. Now, so I asked myself, how am I going to cure all diseases? How could somebody possibly cure all diseases? I'm going to tell you how. I already explained the plagues. Okay, I also gave other remedies too. Okay, so I explained the plague, the bubonic plague is bone hitch plague, and we all have it. Okay, comes from the Bentitum coli in the sewers and the water and blah blah blah, the calcium that's in all the food, and everything else, chlorine and blah blah blah, and soap, whatever, and the Candida auris. Okay, three worms they conjoin, and then you turn into a fucking locust or whatever. Okay, so and it's not too far from the truth, because I quoted Isaiah. I could rectify some more, and they're talking about people actually were stuck to trees in cocoons. Okay, sounds completely bizarre, but that's what it said. And apparently I was there. So, anyways, whatever. Alright. So how could I cure all diseases? I'm going to tell you how you cure all diseases. Because the worms in our body have always been in our body. Not all the worms. They add in the other two to wipe us out, or modify a species. So if you have a species, okay, and it has skin on it. Okay, our skin. The skin is constantly growing. You understand? It's constantly growing. Like a snake sheds its skin. Okay, we're reptiles. We shed our skin. Alright? We just don't take it all off at once. Okay, it comes off in skin cells. Just a little bit here, some on your sheets, some in the shower, it's constantly coming off. Okay, well, if it comes off on the outside, what about the inside? It comes off there too. So that means if there's no maggots inside your body to eat the dead skin, you would die. You could get encephalus shock, whatever it's called. Okay? So that proves beyond any shadow of a doubt there's worms in our body. Or there's some organism that's eating our skin inside the body. Just like the dust mites eat it on the outside, well, they eat it on the inside. Okay? So that's ultimate proof that there is an organism in our body that is eating the dead skin inside our body. Okay? I don't know how anybody could prove that wrong. Alright? So what does this mean, everybody? It means that, don't you think I find it strange that no nurse or no doctor has ever come out in all of history and ever revealed this information? Why? What is the reason they did not reveal this information? Guess what? Because they'd be out of a fucking job. They'd be out of a job. Because once, people realize that I'm not a coconut, and I might know a couple things, matter of fact, people are starting to realize I'm not a coconut. My name is in 270 journals. Okay, 270. My name. Right here, Town Bum, Boxcar Willie. My name's in there. All right. 270 PDFs right now. Go look. I don't know which ones they are. But it just said 270. Okay, so check it out. How can someone cure all diseases? Very simple. They're all caused by worms. Every disease you got, every ailment you got, every headache, every okay, there's no such thing as ingrown hair. Guess what? It's connected to a worm. Hello, come on back to Jamaica. No such thing as ingrown hair. It's connected to a worm. You want me to pull them out? I did the other day. Okay. All diseases, all illnesses, all controlled and manifested by the worms in our body. So if you control the worms, which you can, because all worms can receive and transmit electrical signals. Do you understand? We are holograms. What's that mean? We run on, we're like batteries. Okay? So we had carrier charge. The sixth element of life. Electricity, energy. Bioelectricity, whatever. All right? Okay? Okay, so I'm the crackhead down the street scientist guy. Hey, let's see. Well, I made this controller. No, I'll be no, meth people do that, right? Meth monsters, they take shit apart. So that's what I heard. Anyways, so there's the meth monster from down the street. And he took his remote control TV, for his TV. He took it apart because it's just so high. He couldn't clean this whole house 18 times, He had nothing to do. So he just took it apart and just see what's in there. You know what he did? He made a worm controller. So he took his TV clicker apart, took it away from Al Bundy, and took it apart, and he made a worm controller. And guess what? Never sick again. Isn't that amazing? Didn't even have to eat anymore. All I need is water and sunlight. That's it. That's all we need. We don't need food. Food's a myth. Food's to help to modify the species. Beer help modify the species. Okay? What do you think hops is? Oh, it's some little burly little grainy thing. I don't think so. There might, some to make it look good. Yeah, there's probably some things called hops and the little, look like this, little round things. But I know it translates to nanobots, hops, nanobots. And they call it hops. Well, what would a little nanobot do? Well, I might hop. Dunk, dunk, dunk. I don't know. I don't make nanobots. But I did study them. I studied nanobots. I learned about the nanobots. I learned about the towers. I explained the towers. I went through all the parasites and deciphered which parasites are a problem. I did all that. I did all this shit, and I'm still treated like a fucking piece of garbage. Fucking straight shit. I can't even get a ride down the fucking street. I'm getting a ride now from this guy because he's got cancer, and he's in his last days, and probably trying to help people out. Try to earn some points with his lower. He's a nice guy. Gives me a ride to this first person who's given me a ride. Well, True gave me a ride a few times to the store. And this guy gives me a ride. The other guy, sometimes. But he's rushing it. You done yet? Hurry up! Okay, so I just basically cured all diseases right there. Okay, I deciphered the parasites. I told you how to get rid of them. I gave you cures for that. And now, I cured every ailment known to man. Because they're all caused by worms. They're regulated by worms. They're caused by worms. And here's some more bullshit that they said on there. They said that the nanobots are, right now, in our body, reformulating our organs. Okay, well, this is probably true to a certain extent. But you got 3 different parasites in our... There's 3 different parasites in our body right now. At least 2. Okay, but you still need nanobots too? A worm is basically you can control a worm, so, I think it's worms. They just said nanobots because they don't want to say worms. If anybody doesn't believe me that worms germinate in your ear, well, go to your ear, okay? Look at it closely. Move it around. Play with it. You might see something moving in there. I'm dead serious. Ruffles have ridges. Alright, everybody. What else did I want to say? If there's any, mental health people out there, or nurses that don't hate my guts for whatever reason, I don't know. Medical people that want to show me some care and concern, I could use it. My legs are all swollen, all messed up. I got cellulitis. I'm not going to go through the nursing platforms because I went right into a doctor's office and did it, and they didn't even make a fucking difference. They still treated me like shit and threw me out. That doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. If they don't like you, or you're on no treatment control, you go in there and repeat all the fucking scripts and nursing platforms you want, and they're just gonna still throw you the fuck out. They won't throw you out. They're just, whatever you're there for, as quick as soon as possible, they take care of you and get you out, so they can go back to what they're doing without you around. That's how they do me. They threw me out of the place in Hartford. They threw me Hungerford Street, threw me out of there. They threw me out of this place like twice, I think. Basically, threw me out twice. The nurses, I adore nurses. I love nurses. I have fetish for nurses. I don't hate nurses or anything like that. I don't, but they hate me apparently. Nurses, why do you hate me so much? What did I do to you nurses that is so horrible and so terrible that you all treat me like shit? My dick's not big enough? Well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. They gave me the dick on purpose. Messed me all up. I'm too fat. I don't know. I'm too ugly. You don't like my language, or I don't know. But whatever, I don't have a problem with nurses or doctors, except for the doctors that kill babies on purpose to sell the organs. That's kind of fucking pissed me off. And apparently, I believe they're doing that. Kill babies on purpose. And then what? Another thing too about neonatal care. Okay, you're fucking making 16 kids out of one pregnancy, and you only give the poor person one baby to take home. I mean, obviously they might not want 16 and can't afford 16, but still, you know, you don't go to the person and say, well, here's your baby, but we're going to make 12 more, and we're going to sell one over to this people, and then we're going to give some to the reptilians to eat, and then we're going to, okay, you know, do you think people should know? That's their fucking seed. And you're just, I don't know, what do you do with them? Auction them off? Cryo freeze them for your new army of mutant monster people or whatever? After zombie apocalypse happens? See, if CDC doesn't go around, right, and start rounding up people and quarantine them or whatever, that means that they are looking forward to a zombie apocalypse and a total madhouse. That's what they want. Because if they didn't want that, then they would do something about the plague. They are not doing nothing about the plague. Not that I'm aware of. Unless they're dropping stuff from the sky, and, you know, it's clear and we don't see it. You know, it's supposed to be helping us. I don't know. But I doubt it. I don't think the CDC's doing jack shit about the plague. You know what they're doing? Keeping it quiet. Don't say nothing about it. Don't ever tell anyone they got worms in their body. No, keep it quiet, quiet, quiet. I mean, was it? I mean, that's what I see from my house. You know. I call it like I see it. Nobody wants to go in quarantine. Do you think I want to go quarantine? Hell no. But, you know, what about Australia? Didn't they do the same shit there? Last plague? Send everybody to Australia? But that could be, that's a code word for down south, Australia, so they could have just sent the people to another frequency, like I did when I was Hitler. I didn't kill the murderer Jews, I saved them. Saved them. Sent them to another frequency, I believe. Because the camps were doors. If you look at the camp, it's created as like doors. Yeah. Yeah. And then everyone's got me pegged as some horrible murderer, slaughterer of millions of people or whatever. Listen, what kind of stupid idiot, okay, has the power to enslave a race of people, and he's going to kill them all? Is that stupid? Why would you use them to build? Okay, wasn't I trying to build Swaziland underneath, or not underneath, it's underneath the city now, Berlin now, but before it wasn't. Wasn't I trying to build Swaziland, a huge, giant new city? Okay? Well, why wouldn't I want fucking slaves? Of course I would. Wouldn't I want them to help build the city? Of course. Why would I kill them? Doesn't make any sense. I probably tell you what truth. I realized that it was not time to build a city there because, you know, it's why build a city and it's going to get bombed. So I probably sent the Jews to another frequency to build Swaziland. I bet you right now, in another frequency, there's Nazi heaven. I bet you there is. And all Jews living there. Happy as and content as can be. Living right alongside the Jewish, German people. I bet you it's like that right now. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say right now, in another frequency. Well, you turn the channel. Okay, turn the channel. You're gonna turn on Swaziland channel, and guess what? You're gonna have Khazars there. You're gonna have Germans there, Russians there. Everyone all living all happily together. But let the media tell I'm king mass murderer. You know. Well, I guess it's like anything else, you know, keeping up with the Kardashians. Another thing I want to say about the Kardashians is I believe that, well, I already said what I believe as far as their situation goes. But I believe that their show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, well, you know, they're going to want drama, you know, so people tune in. Okay, but the family, they're getting worn out from this drama because it's hyped up. It's hyped up, you know. And people, and you know, you can intentionally manipulate people's lives to make this drama, you know, manifest. Especially if you're working with spirits and demons and shit, you know, that's what they do. Can, you know, have influence on people's lives and situations and stuff like that. All right, so I see in the Kardashians' eyes that they don't want to play with each other, and this shit is getting hyped up because of the show. And to me, it looks like it's wearing them down. They don't want to do it anymore. I mean, they enjoy the show. They enjoy it, you know. It's not that they don't want to do it anymore, but, you know, look at Courtney. She's having second thoughts. Courtney says, can't do the show. I don't want to do the show. Probably because she's getting worn down from, you know, emotionally worn down. You know. All right, well, 26 minutes. Let's go. I just solved all the world's illnesses. Can you do that?